your homes, to the lives of your children. Now, we're going to go into more detail about it later, but for right now, look at Ephesians 6:12. I want to point out one thing, okay? I'm not going to go into detail about Ephesians 6:12 right now, but I want to point out one thing. Because one of the rank and file of Satan's army, if you'll notice, is the rulers of the darkness of this world. Everybody see that? The rulers of the darkness of this world. Their main focus, these demons, their main focus is to blind people from the truth, to keep them in darkness. Darkness represents being ignorant of spiritual things. See, that's where all these cunningly, as Paul calls it, cunningly devised fables, that's where they come from. Evolution. Homosexuality is okay. You're born that way. Or now, yeah, it's your choice and it's okay. Doctors are devils. Abortion. What about transgenderism? Where does all of this come from? See, the rulers of the darkness of this world, they're all about ruling over the thoughts of men, even the intellectuals who are running the colleges. How do y'all think the school system got so messed up in America? In the colleges of America, demons begin to influence the thoughts of the professors and those who write the curriculum, and now it is pushed into the minds and crammed down the throats of the young men and women in the colleges. They leave the colleges, they graduate, many of them school teachers, they go out and they carry that demonic message with them. That it's okay to have an abortion. After all, you know, it's not a real living organism. It's just a thing, you know. It's okay if a man wants to marry a man or a woman wants to marry a woman. It's okay, you know, if kids want to transgender from a boy to a girl when they're 12 years old. Oh, and don't dare challenge them, because they'll take you to court. Because you don't have a right as a parent to tell that child whether he's a boy or a girl or not. That's where all this comes from. It comes from demons. The rulers of the darkness of this world. They want to influence thoughts. Look at 1 John 5, verse 19. Now, John writes, the whole world is under the power of the evil one. That's in 1 John 5, verse 19. Jesus, you remember, he said, you're in the world, but you're not of the world. In Colossians 1, verse 13, it tells us that we've been delivered from the kingdom of darkness, from the power of darkness. Think about that. And translated into the kingdom of God, the kingdom of his dear Son. The Amplified says, out of the control and the dominion of darkness. When you were born again, you were delivered out of that kingdom of darkness. That word darkness, listen to me, it comes from a Greek word that means obscurity, ignorance of spiritual things, and its associated wickedness. You know what Jesus said in John 3:19? He said, this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. In John 8:12, he said, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. If you're not walking in darkness, you're not going to be ignorant of spiritual things and all of the associated wickedness that goes along with it. There's a lot of things in the world that is not of God. There's so much things that are going on that the world celebrates that the people of God should have nothing whatsoever to do with it. In Galatians chapter 3, verse 1, Paul asks this question. O foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you that you should not obey the truth? And then in verse 3 he says, are you so foolish, having begun in the spirit? Are you now made perfect by the flesh? Who has bewitched you? That word bewitched there, literally in the Greek, means to malign, to fascinate, or to charm. By false information. See, they give you all this information telling you how much fun you're going to have doing this, how great it's going to be. But it's all lies. Every bit of it's nothing but lies. It's a trap of the enemy. Folks, why would anybody who's been delivered from the kingdom of darkness have any desire to dabble in it ever again? Well, it's just fun. You know, I go to that, that fair, and they have the woman sitting there, and she's reading palms. It's just fun, What if she's a real, true palm reader? And what if you get a demon while she's reading your palm? There's a lot of things that people do that they open themselves up to demonic spirits.